All right, we're back to Halo. This is the last part we're doing, so another like 40 minutes or so. I'm gonna have a Dunkel from Whistler Brewing Co. It's seasonal. It's a Christmas type beer, and it tastes like Terry's chocolate orange. There. It's like a chocolate orange type Christmas beer. It's very nice. Have you had it?
Yeah, I have. Yes, I had it a few months ago.
A few months ago?
Yeah.
Was it even out a few months ago?
Well, isn't it a seasonal one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had it
I
last
only
season.
saw it. I guess I wasn't even here a few months ago.
No. Like
I wasn't
think we
even
had
in
this-
town.
We must have had this last year.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah.
A few months ago was not last year.
Oh well, okay.
That's what I'm trying
Well,
to figure.
no. Okay, it must have been left over from last year because like I had it like in the spring. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure. Maybe in the winter.
Yeah.
Either way.
So we're gonna just have a sip first.
I love that. Yeah.
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 Oh, this might be like the freshest one I've ever had.
Mm.
Because a lot of the times I'll buy a bunch during Christmas, and then they'll just stay in my fridge forever, and then I'll have like kind of an old one.
Oh. So you bought this one fairly recently then?
Yeah, like since I got back. So
Well, how long do they last for before they expire? They're good for like.
I mean, it doesn't truly expire, but it just won't taste as good after a certain amount of time. I don't know if there's like a date on this, but Lights Camera Jackson criticized Nosferatu for having artsy shots and cinematography. Well, that sounds fun. Hilarious. But I am not going to participate in shitting on someone for an opinion on a movie that I haven't seen yet. Because I don't very much like it when people do that to me, and I think it's stupid. So, let's play some Halo.
That's totally fair.
I predict...
You gotta have a code, man.
I predict that it'll be worthy of criticism, but,
Worthy of criticism. I like your choice of words.
Why, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, snipers on Damnation. Oh!
Oh.
Fuck!
I see flame flower. And a fuel rod cannon.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I was getting kind of tired of snipers anyways.
Oh, should we do not snipers on this level?
It's okay.
Because I like this level,
Well, those just,
whether we have snipers or not.
it doesn't matter. We can do it the way well.
Well, we can play this level more than once even. That would be crazy.
What? It's
Say
I don't know.
What?
No, I must have gone through all the Halo maps at one point, but like
I'm sure you did.
There's some that I just know so well, and there's like, okay, so is this a PC map or? Is
No,
this
it's not. This is a classic Halo map.
Seriously.
Yes. I am very familiar with this map, actually. This is maybe my most familiar multiplayer map.
Really?
I don't know why. I just like this one a lot.
Who did you like? Was this like you and Evan and Shay? Those days.
I mean,
Oh.
I don't know. I retained enough information from those days, I guess.
But you did snipers on it, or
No. I just still had snipers on from the last one. We can... You know what? Let's do regular. I don't even know who's winning. Sorry. Oh, it wasn't me. Let's do regular on this level. All right, everybody's sick of snipers. All right, let's do it. Or at least Timmy Two Shoes. My new room setup is very helpful for my mental state. Just having it much more open. The crazy thing is, in my previous room setup in Vancouver, I didn't realize how bad it was until I was going back and forth from Vancouver to Atlanta and realizing like, oh, I feel way less claustrophobic here.
Mm-hmm.
And so obviously coming back from Atlanta and bringing some stuff back, I knew that I needed to make like a drastic change in terms of how things were set up. Now the room's more open. I'm not like trapped in a corner.
Yeah. I used to do the same setup, and yeah.
Hold up. My audio is slightly delayed here. Let's see if that fixes it. There we go. Item options, weapon set, classic, obviously. Custom map default. And then Slayer rules, no time limit. Score to win 25. All right. This should be good. Yeah. Halo theme mod for Half-Life 1. That sounds fun. Slayer. Hup! You son of a bitch! Oops, I'm gonna die, actually. Oops.
Ah.
That was terrible. Damn it. That was the worst start.
Ah.
Picked up a good weapon, got my camo, and then got goofed. What the fuck? Die! Yeah, everybody stole my kills and then killed me! Alright, we're gonna come back from that. We're coming back. We're coming back from that, don't worry.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Fuck! Damn it. Oh, fuck you! I love Halo. Even when when I'm not winning, like I'm having so much fun.
Yeah,
Halo 1 is just like, it's so exhilarating. It's exactly the type of energy that I want.
Oh, that's good. It's
I
good to
never
have
get sick
that.
of. I literally never get sick of playing this game ever. It is my favorite game, and I've never said otherwise. Fuck. Ugh. Fuck!
As far as FPSs go, I'd have to agree, I suppose.
What is your favorite game, not as far as FPSs go?
Mass Effect
Fuck.
2?
I like Mass Effect 2.
Yeah.
Have you... So if it's your favorite game, here's a question.
Yeah.
Do you do different play styles every time you play it?
Yes and no.
Because I'm I'm Renegade.
Yeah, okay. No. I haven't done Renegade, but I've done like
Renegade.
I haven't done a whole lot. I'd probably say maybe
Whoop!
I've played Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic more than Mass Effect 2. It's really hard to say.
That's BioWare too, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
No grenades! Oh!
So it just depends on the type of gameplay that I'm looking for, I guess.
What's my second favorite game? I think The Witness.
What was that one again?
It's a puzzle game for nerds.
Oh yes, you
and-
got it for me and Erica that one time.
Yeah, I did.
You're on the island or whatever, right?
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
It's got great visuals.
It's not for everybody. It's not a type of thing that I say everybody should do.
No, I don't. Erica liked it.
I mean, everybody should try it, but like, if you don't like
Yeah.
it, I'm not gonna blame you.
I wonder what it is about my brain, like the differences in our brains. Where
Autism.
well, no, but still, like assuming that we both have it. Let's say you like those puzzles and I don't.
Because I'm a different, better autism.
Okay. That answers my question.
You're welcome. I'm like the autism with superpowers, and you're like the autism that like has to get tax money.
Fuck you. I really hope that's not the case. Ugh.
Just showed your family hundreds of beavers. Joe, have I shown you hundreds of beavers? No, yeah, you saw it in theaters with me, right? Good.
It was great. It was
Stuck me, I'll fucking kill you. Oh, what? That didn't even kill you? Ah, that was so annoying.
Adam's autism shows so badly. He talks about politics. Yeah. I get, yeah.
Reality Vanguard, you're just saying that because you're a Trump supporter or something, right? Literally every person that's just like, you don't know what you're talking about politically. It's like, oh, you just are conservative.
They could just be saying that your autism comes out when you're talking about politics. As in,
no,
like,
no one would say that about what I'm saying politically unless they're a conservative. That's usually...
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, like, I have an American audience, and so you just have to remember that there's like a big chunk of them out there. And I don't hate them.
Yeah.
I don't think they're bad people. I just think that they're like misinformed. So if they show that same respect to me, that's fine. Let's do that one again. I like Damnation. Oddworld's great, yeah.
Who here would
You're an RFK supporter, okay.
RFK?
Exactly. So what would you disagree with what we said politically then? That's my question to you. So you obviously found some contention.
Or maybe they just want attention. How? Or what if we're just talking to a Russian bot?
You live in Ontario? That's fine. Are you an actual RFK supporter? My question still exists.
Or are you a Russian bot?
Yep.
Ah.
Actually, I do want to go over here. Oh, fuck! Holy shit. How did you not kill me with a
Pretty sure there's an Ontario in the U.S. somewhere.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, but why would they mention that they live in Ontario?
To be a troll? I don't know. Okay, so what is RFK?
A Kennedy
For your viewers
that is
that don't.
anti-vax.
Kennedy
That is still
anti-vax?
alive and is now... Trump said that he was appointing him to, like, Minister of Health or something, or whatever that is, in the
Okay.
States. And we don't know if that's actually happening, but he said that it would, so I don't know.
This anti-vax stuff scares me, I have to say.
It's, the internet's crazy.
Oh,
It's
Yeah.
broken a lot of people's brains. I said that the bank accounts were only deactivated because of American interference, but Canadians who donated to the convoy were debanked and accused of being Nazis. All right, paste a fucking link. Twitch chat allows you to post links. Please show a source for that. Please show a source for that, and I will click on it, and I will engage honestly with the claim that you've made. Please share a source, and hopefully you're not just repeating something that you thought you heard from an untrustworthy source.
this is usually why I say
Go on Twitch.
when I say
Go on Twitch. You
things-
can post links, or just tell me what to search. Tell me what the publication is, and I'll click on it, and I will engage honestly with what you're saying. Canadians who donated money to the convoy were debanked and accused of being Nazis. I don't think that's true.
I think everybody accuses everybody of being a Nazi these days. I've heard Russians.
I think that by
accusing,
adding to the point you're making and accused of being Nazis, that there's already something fishy about your claim.
like,
Because that's not like
Yeah.
that's not a legal. Like we were talking about like legal things being a precedent. Accused of being Nazis, like by whom? The government? Like what do you
or
mean?
just by people. Like anybody could have accused them of being Nazis. I'm sure somebody did. So that's really vague. Yeah, usually people are accused of being Nazis if they're just anti whatever you are. Like, again, look at Russia. If you're anti-Russia, you're a Nazi. They don't actually know or understand what Nazis actually are. That's what Nazis are to them.
Yeah.
And I think it's the same thing with... Yeah. It's a really useless thing to call somebody these days.
Ah! Fuck! How did I not kill you? You were in my reticle.
Ah, who's chasing me? Ah, fuck. Yeah, it's crazy how, like, yeah, the internet has broken people's brains, and then COVID really broke people's brains. And you know what? Maybe it was like a combination of people just sitting at home and having access to the internet all day. You know, like that must have been part of it.
I don't know.
So many
I mean, like
people-
that's a contributor.
So many old grandparents that I know went down this rabbit hole when they were stuck inside.
I think
you know?
it's also the fact that
conspiracy
there's like
rabbit hole.
a major event that happened that caused people to like even be suggested to change their normal routine, and I think that just like makes people fucking lose it.
Mm-hmm.
Like when people are expected to like, hey, there's an emergency situation. Can you please like take some precautionary measures in this emergency situation? When people are already like set in stone about like how they live their lives, even if it's something as simple as like, I want to cough on people at Costco. Like,
But
I wanna
they all turn
spit.
into children.
it's, yeah, I don't
It made the rest of us really depressed, I suppose.
like, so we can
Watching the
definitively say, right? Like everybody who was fear mongering about like, they're trying to make you wear the masks to control you. It's like, okay, we can definitively say that that was temporary, right? And that it ended under both Trudeau and Biden, right? So like, can you admit that you were wrong about that? Like in the US and Canada, that was under Trudeau and Biden, where those policies eventually died down, right? Like, can you admit that you were wrong about that? Like that it wasn't like, oh, they're gonna make you wear masks, so then eventually you'll still have the mask, and then you'll have a leash and collar and go in a dog cage, and you'll have to say bark bark I'm a furry or something. Like what? I don't know what the end. I don't know what like the ultimate result that you thought would take place of that was, but like, can you admit that the crazy fear-mongering worst case scenario that you thought of didn't happen, and that it was a temporary measure to like stop millions of people from dying from this mystery disease that we didn't know anything about for like a good amount of time, that people were just trying to figure out like the best way to deal with it was? And sure, like not every single policy that was enacted made any sense, particularly from the US, by the way. Also under Trump in many cases. I'm going to do Damnation again. I like this map. I agree that, like, in a lot of ways, like, government agencies fucked up. Like, when they were trying to pretend at the beginning of the pandemic that masks don't work so that they could, like, have more masks for healthcare workers, because they're like, oh, oops, we didn't actually have any kind of real stockpile of these things, so let's spread misinformation intentionally.
Wait, they did that?
They did that. The Canadian government did that. It's fucked up.
Why would they do that?
Because they didn't have enough masks for healthcare workers, so they put out all these fucking... They literally did
Couldn't
this.
they
It's
just
fucking...
say, sorry guys, we don't have enough masks for health
No,
care
because their concern was if we say masks work, and then everybody wants a mask, then everybody will buy up all the masks, and the healthcare workers are the priority in this pandemic.
Okay, so what do you?
And that makes sense from a governmental perspective to understand why they would do that, but it's still wrong that they would do that.
So what do you do in that situation?
I am smarter, and I bought masks anyway, and I used masks anyway. But yeah, they were literally saying like, they're actually not that effective because you could, when you're putting on your mask, you could touch the outside of your mask, and then you touching it, it could get on your face later.
Is this another thing that Trudeau's responsible for?
I mean, like his cabinet picks at the very least.
Okay.
I hate Trudeau. I don't even like Trudeau. Wait, Reality Vanguard, you're saying more things. Mandating vaccinations for workers or forcing them to be fired is not cool either. I was asking for a source on your other claim. I don't know why you're talking about something different when we haven't gotten past that. In the U.S. Wait, you're from Ontario, Canada, right?
Yeah, he's...
Thing you missed is the rest of the misinformation. Your friend seems very surprised that the government would do that, Adam. Sure, that doesn't really matter. Like, I was trying to understand your contention with anything that I said, right? Like, you took issue with things that I was saying, and I was trying to unravel and unpack that.
Fuck.
They think they can lie to us. They will lie if they think you will believe it. You're literally admitting that much at least. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't think that there's like a single person in politics other than like maybe Bernie Sanders or something that like wouldn't lie to people strategically, that I can think of at the very least. That doesn't mean like anything that I said about like the Democratic Party or Trump or anything. Like I'm trying to understand. I was talking about politics. You said that what I was saying was, you very much heavily implied that what I was saying was like misinformed, right? And I was trying to get to the bottom of that. You made some claims. I asked for a source. You never provided a source. So I'm wondering why what source would I accept? Literally any. What do you mean? You literally said that people who donated to the convoy had their bank accounts frozen and were called Nazis. I don't think that happened. I'm pretty sure it was people who were like literally a part of the like I'm pretty sure the bank accounts that were frozen were people that were like participating, like the larger organizations, like people that were saying like, hey, donate to me and we're the Freedom Convoy. I'm pretty sure those bank accounts got frozen.
It just makes people so crazy. Like, look, it just...
And what they're saying could be true. I would just like a source. Like, I'm not even saying like that what they're saying is like definitively untrue. I'm just saying like I have... Okay, so... All right. You're looking for a source. Do you think RFK is like a completely honest politician? Because like the whole like they think they can lie to us thing, like I think that applies to him too, right?
Oh, fuck.
And so
I'm in ninth.
I remember at the very least in the U.S. there was no vaccine mandate. There was a testing mandate. So you had the option to either be vaccinated or just get tested, right? With some sort of frequency. I don't remember if the exact same thing was true in Canada.
A lot of people, well, apparently some people, a lot of people that lost their jobs have been rehired since then, like service members in the military.
Yeah. And I mean, if we're talking government jobs like military, there was already a vaccine mandate before COVID. You had to get vaccinated for a number of things.
Malaria.
Yeah, like
polio.
literally that was like a part of the job, but then it got politicized with COVID.
Yeah.
And then people acted like it was a new thing, right?
It's so crazy how it became political. You know? And then all of a sudden the vaccine became a Democrat. That's so crazy. I'm starting... Is Trump an anti-vaxxer too?
No. In fact, he
But
was trying
Joe
to...
Rogan is.
He took credit for the vaccine. Operation Warp Speed is something that he took credit for, and he would like to continue taking credit for, but his base is so anti-vax that he doesn't say it very often. He said it once and got booed at his own rally, which is like the first time and only time maybe that's ever happened.
Wait, what happened?
Literally, like, no, yeah, he's like, I did Operation Warp Speed for the vaccine, and he got booed at his own rally, and that was the first, I think, and only time that's ever happened to him, and he, like, barely ever mentioned it again. He would love to take credit for that, being like, I did Operation Warp Speed to get these vaccines made really quick.
Oh, but
And he did. He literally did. Whether or not we think that that's something that he would have done uniquely compared to any other president, but like, I mean, he literally did. Trump's not anti-vax. Trump got the vaccine. Most Republican politicians got the vaccine and then pretended they didn't, right?
yeah.
Because their base is just insanely anti-vax. RFK's argument regarding his vaccine information is credible because he wrote a book on it. And he makes all kinds of claims he should get sued over, but he isn't. He challenges them in court and wins. I guess it depends on like
Is the book
the
peer-reviewed?
information that he's saying.
That's the next question. Is the book peer-reviewed?
I
And
don't
then
think it's
by
bait.
whom?
I don't think it's bait. I think this person believes what they say. These people exist. We have to remember that, and I have Americans in my audience, so the likelihood of this person existing, even though that they're in Ontario, you know, like, I don't know. My content is like relatively apolitical, I guess, unless we go on a rant like we did tonight, but... All right, before we start the next one, I'm just gonna like do like a tiny Google search. Trucker convoy, Canada,
Nazi?
Trudeau, Nazi bank accounts, frozen, donated.
It's such good ale. It's ale, right? Or is it beer?
It's beer. Okay, so far every article I see is the bank accounts linked to the organizers of the trucker protest, not the donators, right? So that's like what I was trying to get to the bottom of, right? And so it's like I am like a little concerned that you're saying things in my chat that like you thought were true but are not necessarily true. And you repeated them as fact, and you had a strong enough opinion on that like I asked you what disagreements you had with me, and you brought that up as if it were a fact. And like meanwhile, you know, it's been like what 20? No, I'm not going to ban them. It's been like they're not being rude. I ban people for being like malicious, right? I don't ban people for being confused. It's been like 20 minutes or whatever. You're still like looking for like a source on that. So clearly like you were under an impression of something and you repeated it. And I would like you to, it's buried on, okay. It's buried on Google. All right. Like think about what you're saying here. I would like you to like think about this tonight and like reflect a little on your belief system. Nico, can you give me a like source, like a stop acting like I should have been prepared to take you for you to take me up on. You were the one that we were talking about things and you had a contention and I asked you about it. I asked you about your disagreement. You started disagreeing. What do you mean?
And,
like we're getting close to a ban if you're going to be this weird about it.
Yeah, you don't have to get hostile, Reality Vanguard.
What do you mean? Like you're the one that you started disagreeing. You're the one that started disagreeing. I'm asking you questions.
Well, saying like the way he's saying like stop, he's getting hostile.
It's I wouldn't say hostile. I would say defensive, which is what you happen when you challenge someone's beliefs that they. You know, it's either a belief that they've had for a long time, or in this instance, it's they've posted something publicly, and now it would be weird and considered like an L or an own if like they, like I don't know. And again, I'm not even saying like
I don't get how hard is it to.
Thank you, Pop-Up Hercules, by the way. Like I'm not even saying like I'm 100% correct. Like I would just like to see the. Why you believe what you believe.
How hard is
and
it
maybe
to say,
I can change my belief, right?
Yeah,
like,
and
maybe
how hard is it to say, like, I could be wrong, but this is what I heard. Then you're admitting that you don't know if it's a fact or not, but it's interesting that you.
All right, well, we'll play another round, and like maybe either you or Nico can mention a source before the end of the next round, because you're both confident that they exist. Like, I'm just kind of curious about it. Right? Like, I just want to know. Like, when I hear a claim, I just want to know where it came from. Like, I'm not even saying, like, I'm for sure, like, oh, yeah, 100%, well, I'm right and you're wrong. Like, I just want to know who's right. Like, that's all I want to know. And if you help me with where you got your information from, then I can, you know, if reality is in your court, then... Okay, Reality Vanguard says, look, I watched this stuff on the news and Reddit. Literally deleted everything on this over the past 2 years, so it's all gone. Lol, I could be wrong. All right, well, here's what I do, is I fucking archive things, right, for my dumb fucking videos and shit. So maybe, you know, if you live, if in your reality of the world, you exist in a world where something that challenges, let's say, Trudeau, government, liberal, whatever, Joe Biden, whatever. Let's say you live in a reality where all of these things are fleeting and Reddit deletes them, and we're trying. There's a body trying to prevent people from accessing this information. Reddit, Rumble removed it. Rumble's owned by like Dave Rubin, dude. I'm sorry. So if let's say you live in this reality and that's a thing, and you're willing to, you know, in a public live stream with a streamer that you watch talk about these things and they ask you these questions, let's say next time you come across something that you think might be one of those things that gets deleted in the future, archive it. Take a screenshot, you know, archive.is, Wayback Machine, internetarchive.org. You can archive these things. That's what I do, you know, for like IMDb ratings and really like inconsequential things, right? So at the very least, you can't expect me to believe what you're saying, right? So I appreciate it. But you know, I'm a very fair person. I'm a very fair and understanding person, and I just wanted to know where you got that information from. It's a funny ending to that, though. You know. I'm excited for you to chat more in my chat, and I hope that next time you have some things archived so that if Google or Rumble deletes them, that that you at least you have your own copy, and I'll let you link to like a Google Drive or something.
It's okay, buddy. We've all been there.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
You see me as a hero of mine? Well, I mean, I'm not even. I'm glad. I'm hoping that I can help you along your journey. I didn't ban you, like we're just chatting. I just asked you some simple questions. So weak? Why are you insulting me? What are you talking about? I'm being so nice here. I'm being so nice.
We have we don't really have a whole lot of context of what's happening, and
that's exactly what happened with a critical drinker too. Like I was being so nice, and people get so defensive about it.
All we're seeing is the words that they're typing. They're probably spiraling.
Don't insult them, Joe. See, look, I'm being even nicer because Joe says you're spiraling, and I don't even think that.
I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying that Mountain Mechanic's so weak. You're just gonna let this person could be spiraling, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh.
And trying to save face, and we're all.
Who are you talking about being weak? I don't even understand.
What?
Oh, Mountain Mechanic said so weak. I thought that was Vanguard that said it. I misread who.
Yeah, no. Vanguard. Don't. Anyways, don't panic.
When they say literally panicking, that means it's sarcastic. I just misread the username. You want to show me stuff I can't I didn't even dismiss it. I just asked for it. I didn't even dismiss it.
Well,
you want to find a clip of Trudeau saying this exact... Okay, yeah.
Well,
if Trudeau said... Okay, here's what I remember. Is Trudeau said that there were Nazis on that side of the protest. So if you find that clip and that's what he says, I don't disagree with you. I don't think that necessarily implies in any way that he said that everybody participating was a Nazi.
Yeah, everything's about context. If he could have said exactly that, and a reporter could have taken it out of context and been like, he's calling them Nazis. It's really easy to do.
Yeah, I wouldn't get stressed about it. If you consider me a celebrity in your eyes, I don't hate you. Like I have friends that have, opinions that I disagree with too. Like I'm like close personal friends. Like this is not an issue for me. We're having a conversation, right? So.
Yeah, you have some of the funniest disagreements with people sometimes. You and Shay have the most hilarious disagreements about things sometimes. Nothing comes to mind, but. You do like a good debate, that's for sure. I don't. I get anxious.
Yeah, I mean, Nico. I kind of agree. Like we've kind of lost the plot at this point, right? Like it wasn't really about whether or not Trudeau called someone Nazis or used the word Nazis, right? Like that wasn't really what we were arguing about. So it is kind of weird if that's ultimately like what we decide is worthy of proving. Yep. He said something specific about the bank. Okay.
Shit.
I mean, there's no... Could it be that you remembered it wrong?
It's possible.
Ah, shit. Yog. He gave a reasoning behind the freezing of bank accounts. Yeah, but the bank accounts frozen were like the organizers of the protest, right? Like that's what we were... That's what the contention was, right?
Oh, man. I didn't know that part. That's crazy, though.
Which part?
That it was organized, like the thing about the bank accounts, and it was organized by like Russia and.
Yeah, no, like it was openly funded by like pundits in the U.S.
Wait, so Russia,
it like open, like not even like as a secret,
Russia,
like literally another country funding protests in Canada.
Did they know that like this was the same time they attacked Ukraine?
No, yeah, and there's literally a public inquiry going on right now. I watched a video about this like literally earlier today. It's like all on not C-SPAN. I forget what the Canadian equivalent is called. But they're literally doing like a public inquiry about this right now. And
About what?
like about the trucker protests.
Okay.
And so Trudeau is testifying under oath right now, saying that like the trucker protests, based on like the findings of this investigation, that a lot of it was amplified, funded by Russia, to distract from their invasion of Ukraine. Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of what I remember being like kind of disgusted about it, because like the invasion was happening and all this like people on my Facebook and stuff too, like all this trucker convoy shit was happening. I'm like, you guys realize that like World War III starting, right? Like this is Germany invading Poland in 1939. There's I don't know.
I don't think it's the same, but I understand what you're saying.
There's a lot of parallels.
Sure.
Nobody in 1941 was calling World War II World War II yet. Nobody was calling World War II World War II.
They were calling it World War Jew.
Yeah. That's probably what Hitler was calling it. Anyway.
No, yeah, literally there's like an actual like public investigation going on right now in Canada. Lauren Chen is under a lot of fire. Like Tenet Media turned out to be like literally funded by Russia. Jordan Peterson is named in this public inquiry.
Jordan Peterson?
Yeah. So I'm excited to see what the justification is for that. Because as of right now, so
what is
like
that guy's deal anyways?
So Reality Vanguard, as of your justification, remember you said earlier, nobody sued RFK over his claims, right? So Trudeau has now made very public, under oath claims about Jordan Peterson and Tucker Carlson about the trucker convoy, saying that they were funded by Russia. So if your burden of proof is, oh, nobody successfully won a lawsuit against RFK, therefore everything he said that he wasn't successfully sued over was true, then you must therefore also believe that if Trudeau is to say something about Jordan Peterson and Tucker Carlson, as a literal like leader of a country, prime minister, with like much more of a justification to sue them, right? In a public inquiry, like on official governmental channels, right? Like if Jordan Peterson doesn't successfully win a lawsuit, then that therefore means that what Justin Trudeau said about Jordan Peterson being funded by Russia and the trucker convoy things must be true, right? Like under that same logic that you were saying earlier about RFK, right? If we were to apply that evenly. And we'll see, like maybe that will happen. I'm interested, I'm like actually super interested in seeing the justification for naming Jordan Peterson under that, because I know Jordan Peterson wasn't under Tenet Media officially. I know Lauren Chen was, Lauren Southern was. Lauren Chen had been summoned in Canadian courts and literally pled the fifth, even though that's like an American thing, which was so fucking funny.
Wait, what?
Lauren Chen, a Canadian YouTuber who was a huge part of Tenet Media, that was later found out to be funded by Russian propaganda money. She got summoned in court like 2 weeks, a month ago or something. And they were asking her in this public inquiry, like basic questions about like her role in this. And she's saying like, I plead the fifth and I choose not to speak. They're like, that's not, they're the Fifth Amendment.
What is the fifth one again?
The like, right to remain silent or whatever. Like like, so she's going to be, I guess, spending some time in jail for like not saying anything in this public inquiry where like the same rights don't exist in Canada, which is just, it's kind of funny.
Wasn't her lawyer advisor of that? Like,
I
your
think
legal
well,
counsel.
no, I think the reason why she did that is because there is a separate investigation, I think, going on in the United States. Either that or the ties are so deep that like potentially there's such deep consequences from Russia that could still affect her living in Canada that we don't know about it. There's people that have been assassinated within Canada from the Indian government, right? Like,
Or
so like
Russian FSB.
yeah, like assassinations from other countries can exist within the country that you're not even a part of.
Yeah.
Right? Like that Indian assassination happened like in the past year or two.
There was like
That was crazy.
There was like some guy that was part of the like Ukrainian International Legion that got like assassinated while he was on vacation in like Germany or something. Yeah.
Did I watch Lauren's hearing? Yeah, I did. She literally just said, "I'm not saying anything" the entire time. I watched through the whole thing. And, you know, we'll see, I guess, in however many years, like, exactly why that happened or to what extent that was beneficial for her. Damn, I'm having so much fun. I'm having so much fun. I'm enjoying this. And I'm going to crack open one more drink. And then I'll finish and then we'll end.
You're having that much fun, eh?
I love playing Halo 1. And hanging out with my old-time friend, Joe. Who is now a furry. As of today.
Well, yeah, let's maybe dig into that rabbit hole a little deeper. Sure.
That's what she said.